and circled around it.
Costin is one of the few Chernobyl reporters on the scene in the early hours of the accident to have survived serious exposure to radiation.
The ruins of the reactor were below me. I felt like I was floating in space, like a black hole, a tomb and deathly silence. After a minute, I couldn't understand what was going on.
100 times greater than the combined power of the two atomic bombs dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. At the Kremlin, 8 hours after the explosion, Gorbachev only has scant information on the situation. He was measured in units called rojons, normal atmospheric levels, and iodine tablets swallowed to counteract the effects of radioactivity. Yet no such orders have been given. Despite rising tensions in the city, the population has still not been informed and will never return.
One old man didn't want to go. He stayed behind.
Alter the composition of their blood and engender fatal cancers.
Здесь должны дети играть. Ну, без риска, по-моему, нигде нельзя.
48 hours after the disaster, the only people left in the ghost town are the military personnel and members of the...
I told them to follow everything that was happening over there and to report the conversations the scientists were having. I told them to report all of that information back to me, personally.
It has taken over 48 hours to get accurate information about the disaster. 2 days during which the 43,000 inhabitants of Pripyat are exposed to contamination. The crisis continues to grow. Back from the Afghan front to fly helicopters carrying soldiers who toss 80-kilo sandbags into the blaze with their bare hands. They hope to smother the fire by filling the reactor with tons of sand and boric acid, which neutralizes radiation. The first day, 110 sorties. The next, 300.
Almost all of them were young. They arrived during the latency period.
Since the explosion, radioactive particles carried by the clouds have been falling with the rain. A leopard spot pattern of contamination has affected the Ukraine as well as Belarus and Russia. All that remains are Igor Kostin's photos.
With his family and his grandchildren. It's true that, in theory, that seemed very important to us. To avoid any panic. But had we known how much radioactivity was already in the air...
How many were contaminated during the festivities? Not a single study has yet been published. Chaplinsky, first secretary of the Ukrainian Communist Party, later committed suicide. Ukraine and Belarus is abruptly evacuated and isolated from the rest of the world.
A relative of one of my experts phoned him and said, well, you know, we hear rumors that the second reactor might also explode.
If it continues...
Operation 600 pilots are fatally contaminated with radiation. All of them will die. But their efforts
good, and so the operation named the liquidation of the Chernobyl accident.
Our army got contaminated. From the sky, helicopters dropped tons of a sticky liquid dubbed Berber. Dust that covers everything.
Push 5 or 6 times in the show. We helped each other. We used the hand glove in the office.
Danny falling Chernobyl. Pretty nice, rather, isn't it?
Straight translation like grass snake, river snake. And sometimes we can spot the deers over here. Yeah, they drinking the water. So be attentive. Yeah, pay attention left, right all the time. If you spot somebody, just let us know. So maybe you want to make some pictures here with some animals. We will
Bueno.
And it was a war between Finland and Soviet Union also in the 1939. But they want to fight here because the Germany. Yeah, let's go. Holding the tree. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, so this village was really huge, actually, Zalisa, over 3,000 people, and it was two parts of the road. This was more or less like relaxing part, because it was like a shop, some few living houses, and of course house of culture, which we're gonna visit right now. Yeah? That was kind of shop, like grocery shop. Kitchen stuff shop, let's say, yeah. Did we drink me few shops
No.
over here? And almost in each village. So guys, be careful please over here on the floor. So better to check first on the one leg, yeah?
Not the Dane.
All the time watch your step please.
Cold, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the weather is like that. Welcome. Yeah, so here is the sign for the Soviet Union. Yeah, welcome to the Soviet Union. Unusual situation for the 1970s and 80s for these villages. There was a central heating system already, like pipes over here, and on the walls it was a central heating system. You see the pipes. And of course, in the cultural house, it was a lot of propaganda, kind of. Yeah, like you see about the communism. Yeah, it's a light future for us. Yeah, communism. Karl Marx, of course. Yeah, and of course, it was a lot of science about the Lenin. Like study. The army is not a well-known country. Actually, all the kids they want to go in the army since they are 3 years old. Really inspirational. If we will have a chance to visit kindergarten in the village Kopachi, I will show you how they did this propaganda and, for the kids. Yeah, like 3 years old. Crazy. They make me science, you know, like 3 years old. Crazy. Yeah, so it was regular situation, yeah, so it was some celebrations also, some meetings, some kind of theater, some bands also, yeah, like disco time, dance maybe, yeah. But it's really huge outdoor house. for the village because it was a lot of people. It was unusual. So already can be like a small city.
The gaps are too big between the roads.
Fucking hell, day, man.
What it is? Steel. Yeah, ship this over the
Someone from work there when they did half a year ago. Oh, he asked me to do it. But anyway, all of us, we was born over here in the Soviet Union time. So we know a lot of information about this, about the mentality of that time also, about the problems of that time. I mean, this kind of, let's see, Yep. Okay, so let's sit down because we have 25 minutes to drive to reach our plant. Still working transportation company with vehicles from the 1970s. Castles and Bears.
Nice, wasn't it?
Yeah, later on I will show you the cooling pot, I mean after the nuclear power plant. But this is the cooling tower. It's made for the unit number 5 and number 6 because the cooling pot cooling system, together with the cooling pot, it was enough only for the 4 reactors. But for the unit number 5 and number 6, it was not enough. That's why they decided to build the cooling towers. How it works, I will tell you later. Yeah. This is the new storage. Yeah, they just finished in the 2019, like 3 months ago. Behind this building is concrete garages. Yeah, this is exactly the storage, and this is the rest storage room. Yeah, like to cut the roads and to pack them, like package station. Yeah, this building. This is the concrete factory for the consortium Novarka. Cooling channel with the cold water already. Unit number 5 unfinished. Yeah, finished on the 85%. So it was the plan to launch the unit number 5 in the end of 1986. And the cooling tower, the one that you saw, the big one, it was also finished on the 85%. So the main idea was to bring the hot water on top of this cooling tower with the help of sprinklers spread around the water. So half of the water will go with the steam on top in the air, and half of the water already cooling down, and it's gonna go back to this cooling channel. Yeah, from where they take the water. It was the plan to take it on this power plant. Around it goes channel. И вот там вот парковочка с левой стороны. Вот так. Yeah, so here we go. Guys, it's not allowed to make picture of this administration building, only that direction.
We are at the entrance to the Chernobyl nuclear power plant shelter facility, yeah, protection facility. Have a look at the doors, yeah. Each of them weighs almost 700 kilos, yeah. Have a look at the locks, Soviet design locks, still in service, and I should say rather reliable, yeah. You can, you're welcome. Can function independently. In case of a complete loss of power supply, this system ensures the reliable power supply and all the life supporting systems here. You can enter this building with the village. You can enter.
Yeah, I wish I had this lock for you, don't
Slowly that in if you had one of them.
Maybe on.
Yeah. Cool. Sun that we got in there.
On that very night when Reactor 4 exploded. You see, one of the weak points of this very situation when Reactor 4 exploded was that people were not instructed, they were not told how to act in such risky situation. That's why there were a lot of people who were extremely highly exposed. Yeah. Nowadays, a special program has been developed for Chernobyl nuclear power plant personnel, and we have nowadays regular training, overall trainings for the whole personnel. Yeah, twice per year we have such trainings, and each department has its training regularly once per month. Of course, trainings, they are arranged not here, they are arranged inside the... Yeah, not only hands are measured, all the parties of body are measured. You can see here, yeah, all the parties of body are measured. And here it is written, contaminated or not contaminated. You also should pass this very installation. 600 people, and they can stay here within 3 days. Of course, in practice, they not spend 3 days here. Only an hour and a half, yeah, to arrange everything. First, there is an evacuation. A room for members of engineering teams. These are people who are responsible for functioning of all the life supporting systems here. Have a look at the floor in this room. Yeah. After the accident, all the areas, the corridors where people were, they were to arrange everything for the evacuation, for the personnel, and so on. That is a simple office, working office for them. Well, have a look at these very readings of a detector. Yeah. So 13 microrontgen per hour. Yeah. Or 0.1 microsievert per hour. Yeah. That is the level. Individual means of protection. Hats, gloves, masks, overalls, overshoes. Yeah, but it's not a protection against radiation. It's a protection against dust, first of all. Yeah, 4 tons of dust are here, radioactive dust. Dust is everywhere. All the surfaces, they are contaminated, more or less, but contaminated. Please do not place your personal things, especially cameras, phones, on any surfaces. They should be in your hands or in your pockets. Yeah. Even if you are tired, don't sit. Try not to sit. We will spend only an hour and a half inside. Yeah. You know perfectly well all the reactors at the site, they are shut down. but still, some of the equipment, especially electrical equipment, is still in operation. You will see restricted lines, restricted areas. They are not allowed to enter. It is not allowed to touch any equipment. Please do not touch, do not push any buttons, especially red ones. Otherwise the situation will be critical, not only for you, okay? Settled, right? Try not to take receivers on the table. You will see telephone. It is not allowed to take, because it's a direct link with the senior engineer or Chernobyl nuclear power plant shift supervisor. I should answer why you have taken a receiver, okay? Well, do you have any questions? Once again, I am Julia, and I'm ready to answer all your questions. Feel free. If you don't have questions, these are rules, requirements on radiation safety, first of all. So will you please sign once again, and it will be the last, the last, when you have to sign anything today. So sign that you have been instructed, that you are aware where you will go, how to behave in case of any emergency situation, and what is possible to do, what is not possible, what is allowed, what is not allowed. Will you please sign? Find your name and sign. And that was the responsibility not of the contractor organization. It was the responsibility of Chernobyl nuclear power plant shops and departments. Okay. Everybody see?
Не, пошли. Вытащим, пока Аля придет.
Hats. You have to put them on now. Just to feel the atmosphere of the visit, use this Airbus, which is 35 years old.
Get up here, around the back. Oh, yeah.
People went 100 kilos back 30 years ago. Where you're sat just stares at the back person. You know when you originally sat? That's why you moved, didn't it? And we did awkward, aren't we? So we just...
No. Just gonna wait until
Hello.
Gonna send it to.
And don't lose your cameras, yeah?
Yeah.
There's a lot of holes over here. Just you to understand how hungry they are.
God damn. Wow.
Okay, guys, so take the bread.
Thank you.
Come closer over here.
Yeah, what type of fish are they? What type of fish are they?
It's a carp.
A carp.
Carp, yes. And I will try to call catfish, but it's, I don't know, it's possible or not possible, but I will try. So take the bread, yeah. Try to feed them. I need to make a sound of water here, so maybe we will.
You found the whole pieces? Wait, what do you want me to cut now? Look at the massive, aren't they?
Get bears. Unit number 1, number 2, number 3, and if you actually will mirror the unit number 3 under the new safe confinement, so you will have the understanding how it looks before. The roof is new one, I mean, not the new, the brand new, but yeah, it's like a second roof already, because in that time it was like straight. This building, like made from the concrete, is turbine hall. It was 2 turbines per 1 reactor. They explained you how it works, how they pick up the information, how they pick up the power from the problems. Yeah. So you have understand. All right. They bury all this forest under the ground, and they did this sign. Yeah, as I told you. Which means from the Ukrainian language, point of temporary location of radioactive waste, red forest. Yeah. The main word here, temporarily. Yeah. Since 1986, nobody touched this radioactive waste. Yeah. Kind of river port. Yeah, I want to show you some abandoned thing. Yeah. It can be good picture for you over there, and really impressive. Yeah. So just pay attention about the small details over here. Actually, we can see the post-apocalyptic picture over here. Yeah, if you want to see, this is how it looks like. You want to see the hospital, by the way?
Yeah, I would like it.
It's on our way.
That wasn't like none of these trees were. None of these trees were.
This is actually on the right side is the area of the hospital. All these buildings belongs to the hospital, but we will make a stop close by to the main building. Yeah, where actually they get first responders, first firefighters. Yeah, we cannot go inside in this building; it's not allowed, and it's actually understandable because of the building is collapsing completely. Yeah, so it's dangerous. And of course about the radioactivity, because in the basement there are location of uniform, which gives you the number like 2,500 microsieverts. Yeah, radiation from these things. Yeah, because exactly in this hospital they pick up this uniform from the firefighters and from the workers, and they place them in the basement of the hospital. Some crazy people, of course, they go in there just to measure radiation, but it's crazy people, honestly tell you. Yeah, so welcome. Let's go outside. Hospital. In Russian language, Medsanchast number 126. The ironic story about this hospital. This hospital was located in the Pripyat, in the atomic city, which belongs to the atomic energy, and they never had here the section for the radiation. Yeah.
That sounds pretty cool, that, doesn't it? You take any pictures, Damo?
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah. So you can't do this with a big group.
Make a picture of you over here. Yeah, if you want, of course. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So you could
Show a picture.
Oh, careful.
Is it dangerous to go in the room?
Still risky, I suppose.
Yeah, be careful over there, please, okay? Because it's collapsing.
Okay.
You see, so like on the side already, so it can.
Johnny's good picture from here, though.
Good job you got health insurance.
Very bad there, though.
Stay here.
That one is the cargo port.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta just permit.
Need a permit?
Is it?
It's juices from fruits, juices from the vegetables, canes, sausages, cookies, candies, whatever, yeah. I mean, everything was divided by the sections. Yeah, you need to go around with the sun. Main window to order the phone call.
Changed, hasn't it?
You go in there?
Yeah. Not for a long time. Там, где яма, там есть поворот налево на Россию.
Another world, isn't it? What? Another world, isn't it? Huge building, yeah.
Все было по пути, сейчас направо.
See you in the first.
Yeah, things in there.
wheel. There. Like from there, yeah, these directions. Even when the heating is coming out from this place also, like you see I have like 0.8 and somewhere like on the sides is gonna go like 10, 38, 71.
Better than my mum's Voxology, that car.
Might take them ladders and see.
Шучу, конечно. It is a pretty deep pool, isn't it? Someone even playing football at the bottom.
No, this is for the actually for the pole.
Yeah.
For the pole, yeah. What is
That's right. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Go for a swim. Put me some light on.
No.
Get a good picture like that.
Video.
Good as like putting right out.
You know what just dropped in here? It's the ventilation thing. Stretford Leisure Centre. Is it that condition with Stretford Leisure Centre? No picture? Oh, down pictures of him. I need some cables for my telephone. I need some pies.
Still swimming football, but for the kids. But for the really small ones. Of course, this one's quite neat. Not even all the guides knows how to reach this.
Oh, really?
Only a small one. Yeah.
I didn't know this existed. Did you use them?
Oh.
Do the small swimming pool.